Just wanted to walk through one of the new features on Ahrefs, which I've recently been sucked back into and ended up subscribing again because I couldn't resist. So I've just got I think it's 99 quid a month account at the minute. So it's like the minimum paid one. I just wanted to look at the new features and see if it was worth it for a month before committing. And I've already got SE rank and loads of other tools, so I don't need it, but it's nice to have. So if one of the new tools is a AI content level checker, which is really interesting. There are a lot of AI content checkers out there on the web. Some reliable, more reliable than others. None are 100%, I'd say. So they all use different factors and stipulations to determine whether content is written by AI, certain language patterns, um, not semantics, more like syntax, repeating of phrases, Americanization if it's UK content, all that sort of thing. And there's just a certain way of it being worded and structured that the checkers can take a look at and go, yeah, that's 90% of that's AI. But again, I've not found any that's 100%, including this one. But it's still a good feature to give you some sort of initial insight into the content of a site. So if you sign up, and you might be able to do this in fact, no, you won't be able to do this on the free version because I couldn't, but on the paid version, on the lowest level, you can do this. So if I go to my website and then click on top pages, and then you can see straight away it's starting to populate. So it's got all my pages on the left, traffic, change in traffic, compared to last month, change in value, keywords, number of referring domains, top keyword. And then it's got this new feature, which is AI content level. Another thing I realized is it doesn't work for every page. So this is a very sort of brand new insight. But if you do have it, Ahrefs, it's worth using. Or if you don't and you're thinking about getting it, I'm sure it's going to improve over the next couple of months as people notice it. So I know which blogs I've used written with AI completely and which ones I haven't. So you can see straight away, if you're seeing any that are very high, good to take a look at the content again. Doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to perform, but there's less chance it will. So you can see AI content level very high, and it's the where to start with index Explorer in Google Search Console. And I did use ChatGPT to rewrite that content. So if we look at AI content level moderate, tracking monitor website changes how they affect SEO. I think I did manually write that one, so it seems accurate so far. Let's just have a look at my affiliate website. So looking at the AI content levels, just adding in. Again, doesn't work for every page. I don't know if there's something wrong with how it's crawling the pages, but I can tell it's going to be a useful feature in months to come. And Ahrefs is a trustworthy source. So if I look at these, and I know Gary Meikle's a comedian that I wrote a page about with Claude, very high. It's like that is accurate. So if I wanted to do better for that page, I'd look to decrease the AI content level. Manchester comedy venues, I manually wrote that one, and that is low. So two out of two there. Very high for Babatunde Alessi, who's a comedian. Low for Adam Rowe. I think I did rewrite that one. Let me just have a look at the page. I think I did use AI for this one actually. All the comedian pages were AI to begin with. So this may be inaccurate, but I think I rewrote this a couple of times with AI, then manually did a bit and then asked it to change a few elements. So that is slightly inaccurate. This should be more like medium or high. Gary Delaney, high. Yeah, that was AI. Interesting how it's not very high I know that that was all ChatGPT. But I know that the comedy venues pages were manually written, so they're low. So that makes complete sense. So it's fairly accurate, but not 100%. So yeah, definitely a feature I'd look to check out. And if you click in there, interesting. I've not actually been in here yet, but if you click into the AI content level, it actually shows you which elements of the pages it presumes are written by AI. And I mean this is just the title and the address. So that could be there's no real um detection going on there. Right, let's have a look at one that is classed as very high. So I know that this one is all AI. Yeah, it's identified it really well. Likely pure AI. Let's look at one that's a little bit less, and then we can see the HTML elements as well. If we go to text, it's pulling in the page there. So if we go to one that's high, so a little bit less, interesting. I'm not sure why this one isn't very high, because the whole thing's highlighted. It says GPT-4 100%. It is all AI, because this is my like experimental site. But for some reason, it's not very high. Who knows? So I might need to do a bit of research into classifications, but really useful new feature. I'll be using this a lot in the coming weeks. And yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think.